Welcome to another episode of Twisted Histories, where we dive into the pages of history and fish out stories, weaving them with a thread of imagination. Today, we're setting our sights high and soaring into the life and mystery of Amelia Earhart, the iconic aviator whose disappearance has baffled the world for decades. But we're adding a twist. Imagine, if you will, a world where Amelia's flight didn't just end in a mystery, but opened the door to an entirely new realm of possibilities, a world where fact meets fantasy, and the skies are just the beginning. Amelia Earhart, a name synonymous with courage, adventure, and enigma. She was not just a pilot, but a dreamer who dared to chase the clouds. Born in a time when women were expected to be anything but pilots, Amelia didn't just break the glass ceiling. She saw it right through it. As we embark on this journey, let's remember that history is not just about the facts. It's about the stories we weave around them. So buckle up and let your imagination take flight as we enter the world of Amelia Earhart with a twist that transcends time and reality. Amelia Earhart's story begins, like many, in a small town. Born in Kansas in 1897, she grew up with a curiosity as vast as the sky. It wasn't just about flying, it was about freedom, about proving that the sky had no limit. Her first brush with aviation was at a stunt flying exhibition, and from that moment, her heart was set aloft. She worked many jobs to save for flying lessons, from truck driver to photographer. This tenacity, this fire to achieve her dreams, set Amelia apart. Her early achievements were like stepping stones that led her to greatness. In 1922, she set a new altitude record for female pilots, climbing to 14,000 feet. But this was just the beginning. In 1928, she became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic, not as a pilot, but as a passenger. This flight catapulted her into the public eye, but Amelia was not content being a mere passenger in her life's journey. In 1932, she took the controls and became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic. This was more than a record. It was a statement. Amelia showed the world, and perhaps more importantly, women everywhere, that the sky was not the limit. It was the playground for the brave. Amelia's passion for flying was matched only by her passion for progress. She became a champion of women's rights, particularly in aviation. She helped form the 99s, an organization for female pilots, and she constantly pushed for equal opportunities for women in aviation and beyond. As we trace Amelia's journey, it's important to remember that she was more than an aviator. She was a trailblazer, an icon of freedom and equality. Her life was a testament to the power of dreams and the relentless pursuit of them. 1937 brought with it an ambition that would etch Amelia Earhart's name in the annals of history forever. Her plan was grand and daring, to fly around the world, a feat not just of technical skill, but of sheer human will. Amelia and her navigator, Fred Noonan, set off on this monumental journey, a testament to human ambition and the spirit of adventure. Their Lockheed Electra aircraft was equipped for the long journey ahead. They embarked from Oakland, California, heading eastward. Each stop and mile was a step closer to etching their names in history. The world watched, holding its breath as they traversed the globe. But then, as often happens, the unexpected occurred. On the most challenging leg of the journey, fate took an unforeseen turn as they attempted to find tiny Howland Island in the vast Pacific Ocean. The world that knew Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan lost track of them. Despite extensive searches, no trace was found. They vanished, leaving behind a mystery that has captivated the world for decades. Now let's spin the wheel of imagination and take a flight into the unknown. What if, in that moment, instead of a tragic end, Amelia's story took an unbelievable turn? Imagine a storm unlike any other, a whirlwind of clouds and lightning engulfing their plane. But this was no ordinary storm. It was the gateway to something extraordinary. As Amelia and Fred navigated through this maelstrom, they encountered a phenomenon that defied all laws of nature and science. A radiant, swirling vortex appeared before them, a portal to an alternate reality. Amelia steered the Electra into this unknown with the courage that had defined her life, hurtling them into a world of endless possibilities. As Amelia and Fred emerged from the vortex, their world as they knew it had transformed. The Lockheed Electra was no longer soaring above the Pacific Ocean, but was now gliding through skies of a different hue, over landscapes that defied all logic and expectation. This new world was a tapestry of the fantastical and the surreal. Below them were lands where lush forests merged seamlessly with sprawling cities, where technology and nature coexisted in harmony. The sky was alive with other aircraft, but these were unlike any they had ever seen. Some fluttered with wings like birds, while others glowed with an ethereal light. Amelia, ever the adventurer, was awestruck yet undeterred. This was uncharted territory, not just geographically but in every sense imaginable. The rules of physics, time, and even reality seemed altered here. It was a world that would have been dismissed as a dream if not for its vivid, tangible presence. As they flew, they were greeted by the inhabitants of this world, beings who were human, yet not quite. They spoke an unfamiliar language, yet Amelia and Fred could understand it, as if the air of this world bridged the communication gap. They learned that this world existed parallel to their own, a reality born from the dreams and imaginations of countless beings. Here, the impossible was ordinary, and the ordinary was non-existent. It was a world governed not by limits but by possibilities. But even in this wondrous realm, Amelia's spirit yearned for home. She knew that her journey in this world was not her end. It was another chapter, another sky to conquer. And so, with the help of their new allies, Amelia and Fred set out to uncover the mysteries of this world to find a way back to their own. Amelia and Fred encountered wonders beyond their wildest imaginations in this strange and mesmerizing world. The cities were architectural marvels, blending organic designs with futuristic technology. Skyscrapers resembling giant trees, bridges that arched like rainbows, and vehicles that moved without touching the ground. They met a variety of inhabitants, each more intriguing than the last. There were scholars who studied the stars and could map the stories of the universe, artisans who crafted machines that could mimic life, and philosophers who pondered the mysteries of existence. One of the most fascinating aspects of this world was its relationship with flight. Here, flying was not just a means of travel. It was an art, a symbol of freedom and creativity. Amelia was drawn to this aspect of their culture, with her passion for aviation. She learned about their flying techniques, which combined the science of aerodynamics with something that seemed like magic. As they immersed themselves in this world, Amelia and Fred realized they were not the first visitors from another reality. This world was a nexus, a meeting point of countless realities, and travelers often found themselves here, sometimes by accident, sometimes by design. Despite the allure of this world, Amelia knew she had to find a way back to her own. Her determination led her to a legend spoken of in hushed tones, the legend of the celestial compass. It was said to be an ancient artifact that could navigate the pathways between worlds. Driven by the hope of returning to their world, Amelia and Fred embarked on a quest to find this celestial compass. They traveled across diverse landscapes, from floating islands in the sky to cities beneath the sea. They faced challenges that tested their courage and resolve, but Amelia's spirit was unbreakable. This journey was not just about finding a way home. It was a journey of discovery and understanding existence's vastness and diversity. Amelia, the aviator who once sought to conquer the skies of her world, was now exploring the limitless possibilities of a universe far beyond her imagination. The quest for the celestial compass took Amelia and Fred on an adventure that transcended anything they had ever known. This artifact was not just an object, but a symbol of hope, a beacon for all lost between worlds. Their journey led them to the archives of an ancient library, where scrolls spoke of the compass's last known whereabouts, in the heart of a forgotten temple nestled in the mountains that touched the clouds. The path was fraught with challenges, from navigating treacherous terrains to encountering creatures of myth and legend. As they ventured deeper into this world, Amelia's reputation as a fearless aviator from another reality grew. She became a symbol of courage and resilience, inspiring those she met. Much like back home, her story became a legend transcending the boundaries of just one world. In their travels, they came across a society where women, much like Amelia, were pioneers and leaders. This society was advanced in technology, thought, and culture. Here, Amelia saw a reflection of her struggles and triumphs, a reminder of the progress that still awaited in her world. The quest was more than a physical journey. It tested their spirit and resolve. Each obstacle and encounter brought Amelia and Fred closer to the compass and a deeper understanding of themselves and the infinite tapestry of worlds. Finally, they reached the temple after trials that tested their every limit. The celestial compass was as mesmerizing as the legends foretold, a map of the cosmos, alive with an ethereal glow, its hands spinning in a dance of celestial mechanics. Amelia and Fred faced the moment of truth with the compass in hand. As they activated the compass, a portal opened, a doorway back to their world. But standing there on the brink of returning, Amelia felt a pang of sorrow. With all its wonders and mysteries, this world had become a part of her story. With a heavy heart but with hope for the future, Amelia Earhart stepped through the portal, the compass guiding her and Fred back to their reality. They emerged back into their world, but decades had passed since their disappearance. Amelia Earhart, the legend, had grown in their absence, her story inspiring generations. As Amelia and Fred stepped back into their world, they found themselves in a time far beyond what they had left. The year was now 1967, a full 3 decades since they vanished. The world they returned to was different, changed by time and progress, yet some things remained timeless. Their reappearance was met with astonishment and disbelief. Amelia Earhart, the woman lost to history, was now back, not a day older than when she disappeared. The world was eager to hear her story, but how could she explain where she had been? How could she describe a journey that defied all understanding? Amelia chose to keep the truth about her adventure, in the alternate reality, a secret. She realized that the world might not be ready for such a tale. Instead, she described her journey as a metaphor, a story of exploration and discovery, overcoming challenges and breaking barriers. Her return sparked a renewed interest in her life and achievements. Amelia became an even greater icon, a symbol of enduring spirit and the possibilities that lie beyond the horizon. She used her platform to continue advocating for women's rights and inspired a new generation to chase their dreams, no matter how impossible they seemed. Fred Noonan, too, found his place in this new world. He shared Amelia's sentiment of keeping their adventure a secret, choosing instead to marvel at the world's progress in their absence. In this convergence of realities, Amelia and Fred's story became a bridge between the past and the future, between what was known and what could be imagined. Though kept secret, their experience in an alternate reality influenced their perspectives and teachings. Amelia's legacy was no longer just about her achievements in aviation. It was about her journey through the unknown, her courage to explore beyond the limits, and her ability to inspire across time and space. Her story, a blend of history and mystery, continued to captivate and intrigue, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. Amelia Earhart's return to the 1960s was more than a homecoming. It was a rebirth of her legend. She found herself in a world where her disappearance had become one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century. Now enriched by her unexplained absence, her story continued to inspire and provoke wonder. Amelia, ever the pioneer, adapted to the new era with grace. She witnessed the strides made in aviation and women's rights, seeing the seeds she had planted years ago flourish. Her legacy was not just in the records she set or the flights she took, but in the doors she opened for those who followed. Her story took on a new dimension that blended the historical Amelia Earhart with the enigmatic figure who disappeared and then miraculously reappeared. She became a living legend, a bridge between eras, embodying the spirit of adventure and exploration that transcends time. Fred Noonan, too, found his place in the history books, not just as a navigator lost at sea, but as a key figure in one of the most intriguing mysteries of the century. Together, Amelia and Fred's story continued to spark curiosity and debate. Amelia took to the public stage in this new world as an aviator and a symbol of resilience and determination. She wrote books, gave lectures, and advocated for the causes she believed in, always encouraging others to reach for the stars. As years passed, Amelia Earhart's story became a part of global folklore, a narrative transcending the boundaries of truth and fiction. Her life, now a blend of documented history and speculative mystery, continued to inspire films, books, and art, each interpretation adding to the tapestry of her legend. In the end, Amelia Earhart's legacy was not defined by her disappearance or even her return. It was defined by how she lived her life, with courage, determination, and an unquenchable thirst for adventure. She left a legacy encouraging others to explore, question, and dream beyond the sky's limits. As our journey through the twisted tale of Amelia Earhart comes to a close, we reflect on the blurred lines between reality and fiction, history and myth. Amelia's life, both in the world we know and the fantastical realm we imagined, teaches us about the power of perseverance, the thrill of adventure, and the endless possibilities within our dreams. Though unique in twists and turns, her story resonates with a universal truth. The human spirit knows no bounds. Amelia Earhart, in her relentless pursuit of the skies and beyond, became more than an aviator. She symbolized the unyielding quest for discovery. As we look up at the sky, it's hard not to think of Amelia, not just as a pilot who conquered the air, but as a dreamer who saw beyond the horizon. Her legacy is not just in the record she set or the mystery she left behind, but in the inspiration she continues to provide. Amelia Earhart's story, blending history and fantasy, reminds us to keep our minds open and our spirits adventurous. In a world that often seems bound by reality, it's important to remember the power of imagination, the beauty of mystery, and the potential of the unknown. So as we end this episode, let's carry the spirit of Amelia Earhart, a spirit of bravery, curiosity, and an unwavering desire to explore the unexplored. Her genuine and imagined journey is a testament to the timeless allure of adventure and the enduring power of a story well told.